Oh my goodness.
What up, great people?
OMG, yeah. That's what I got. OMG. Okay. It's a whole situation. Okay. We just made it. Barely. Whatever.
Hey,
We made it. Okay. Okay. Technical difficulties.
what it was me?
It's the technical difficulties. I don't know what you want me to do.
Yeah.
Seriously though, hold on a second. Go get the cord. You're gonna need it.
Okay. Excuse me. Right after these.
Hey y'all, welcome to Typhy Advice. I like these.
Okay. Cool.
No, you can plug it in right here to the thing. Just the cord itself. Hold on, y'all, while we get our life together. My key. All right, thank y'all for joining us. Go ahead, babe, with your formal introduction.
And of course, it's Thursday, so y'all know y'all with your boy AD.
And it's your girl D. Get.
And we gonna see what's happening tonight on Twice the Advice.
Gucci. Long time no see, Gucci.
All right. All right. Okay, Gucci.
Yeah.
What's happening? All right, great people. So tonight,
okay.
we are actually talking about hypocrites
So no.
and hypocrisy.
A little hypocrisy.
Okay, the hypocrisy.
All right.
And
where was that inspiration from?
That one here came up with it, talking about something with somebody and whatever it was.
You know he don't like to talk about folks. Not like that.
Because I don't care enough.
I get it. But that's the inspiration for the show tonight, right, y'all? So the inspiration for the show tonight, here, there, and everywhere, we always interacting and dealing with people. And tonight's inspiration came from the conversation about your boy Derek Jackson. Y'all remember the infamous, huh?
I always thought he was lame anyway. So, I mean, when it's all said and done, personally, I mean, it is what it is. Because I feel like it was,
for sure.
They put it right now as clout chasing.
Okay.
But where we call it flogging.
That's the one.
And where I grew up and where we with it is that's called first degree flogging. You understand what I'm saying? So when you get booked for first and fuck you if you're offended. And I don't even intend to excuse my French. He a mob. So I never really was a follower. Yeah, it wasn't even. I heard him say one or two things about Gilly, another situation and something else with somebody. I think it was Fabulous or something like that.
I think so.
It was something, and it was just too much for me. It seemed like it was recorded. So rather than get myself acclimated with such a character, I just, you know what I mean? So when it all came out that he had all these other women and this, that, and the third, I mean, his wife kind of looked like a prune. She ain't.
I'm gonna tell you the truth though. When I saw her, she looked to me like she dumbed herself down a lot to do that video. I don't necessarily see that for her.
I think that by chance, yeah, she could have been. She could have been. You know what I'm saying? But I think if you don't dress yourself up, if you don't do nothing, if you just sit around like a ant on a log or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And then you feel like your old man got all of this going on, or comes to find out that your old man got all this going on. That's kind of your own fault in its own likeness too, because you ain't doing shit to keep a nigga interested. You ain't putting in work. You feel me? And I can send a chick $10 and she gonna show me a butthole for however long on Cash App, OnlyFans.
Thanks to the wonderful world of OnlyFans.
So
right?
I think that's kind of what he got victimized to. You understand what I'm saying? So? Yeah, hell yeah. I like women, and I'm always looking at women. Right. So when it comes down to it, I don't want it to be misinterpreted, but I'll be a social hoe before I be a literal hoe because I'm scary. You know what I'm saying? I don't I'm scary to that.
I
point.
just
don't
feel like
trust people.
this. I actually did, I did. I followed Derek Jackson for a while. I appreciated his opinion of certain things, but I didn't feel like it was like law, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It was just so some of the things that he would say would be like so what's the word? Almost like
Superficial.
no, not that. Like it would just be
he was makeup, Maybelline.
Right.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I think that's what it was. Like some of the things that he would respond like would just be so outrageous that it's like, nah, you can't really be serious, right? Like you can't really be saying that this is how you as a man truly feels, right? That's how I look at it. Like, nah, something about this just ain't right.
I think it was more than just being what it was. I think
What the heck is going on?
I have no idea.
Okay, all right. So we're just having technical difficulties all over the place. So if we're bouncing all over the place for y'all, we get it. Because we bouncing all over the place for ourselves. Okay, something is really going on here. The YouTube is like tripping. Facebook's tripping. Okay, we'll try this again. All right, boom. So we're gonna continue on, but honestly, I felt like
distractions.
Many, and we could talk about that next week.
They're distractions.
We could talk about them distractions next week.
They're distractions because it ain't even like all of this. It's just really right now, like I don't even know.
Yeah,
but it is what it is, and we're gonna make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna need much.
Boom.
Carry on.
And then just leave that right there. Yeah, so I don't know. I just felt like, just leave it alone because we're just having a night tonight, but it's cool. I don't feel no type of way. I hope y'all don't feel no type of way. This is life. We can talk about distractions next week. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
We can talk about
I really do just think old boy was really like pretty fake. And like it exposed itself. What's done in the dark will come to the light.
Always.
It's always a reality of circumstances. Cause like I always say, and I will continue to say, it's too much that I ain't never seen lose a fight.
And they are
karma and concrete.
Sure enough.
So when they catch you, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna leave a big ouch, a boo boo. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's just gonna be what it is. That's just the way that goes. So
nanny.
Yeah, I mean you got to wear that. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine or a colleague, let me say.
Okay.
And we were talking about, you know what I'm saying, things that that's warranted. Like when you were searching for something, you earned that. You know what I mean? We were talking about my granddaddy, and I was like, man, I gotta clean my face with my granddaddy, to really make sure things right. God forbid something happened to him. And we ain't never been on good terms since whatever. So telling him, and he like, oh man, you done did such and such. He like, man, granddad gonna whoop your ass. I'm like, I have to take that one too. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done, warranted. I'm a grown man, and I ain't for no other man putting his hands on. Ain't no other man gonna put his hands on me. But
not and just let it rock.
Nah, my granddaddy though, like, if granddad decide that I done did something that's worthy of getting my behind kicked,
you gonna have to take that.
I kind of gotta check myself on that.
Yeah.
I kind of gotta I'm gonna have to wear that one.
Because if you don't, then what?
I mean, what I do? Put my hands on my granddaddy. Number one. Then number two, it's kind of like you grown at this point in your life. If somebody felt the need to chastise you to where no other way could be,
accepted or understood.
Yeah, established.
Yeah,
you feel me? Then it's like you kind of had that ass whooping.
Well, I mean, I always look at it from a different set of eyes. Right? Mm-hmm. So even sometimes I don't be what my mama got to say, but I respect what it is that she has to say. Is to hear her, because my kids don't have that opportunity, like
right.
And because I don't want to kind of discard of that visible and not visible. I got scars from the fight that I had with concrete. I definitely don't want to have that fight with karma. I'm saying with my kids or whatever when they grow up. I don't want to be great. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give my mom something, and then when my kids get to a certain age, having expected won't be different. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's that hypocritical thing where it's like I don't think that I'm real funny about certain stuff, but like low key, I always felt like there was something funny about it. Like something in this water ain't folks that I see that are on social. It's real. I'm sorry to have to go to school tomorrow, so they're still up and around, and I'm so we're not gonna be here. I'm coming across as being hypocritical. I know that we've been together. Was we were in church and something happened. I didn't know what was really going on. I didn't find out until later, but he went to the church and he was telling that he was getting ready to propose. Not very. He just came back and was
kind of understand a little bit more now because like I was in church and I was selling a lot of weed. Like I was young.
It was a long time ago, y'all.
Young nigga move that, young nigga move that, young nigga move that dog. Okay, so I was
I did.
doing what I felt like I could do, and at that point in my own life, I was more accepting of doing less and expecting more, and that's really where that came from. Ocean, baby, the wheels are turning, and you can't do nothing about that. You feel me? But I've said a lot of weed, and he called me a hypocrite because I literally was in church every week.
Mm-hmm.
I was in church every week. I ain't feel no type of way by going up there and telling him what I was doing because I told him, like, listen, I'm a product of what it is I come from. This what I'm doing. This what I'm gonna do. I don't see no other way of trying to do it. Don't care nothing about it. And I've had a few other jobs prior to this, but like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I like my own time. I make good money. I'm straight. I be chilling, you know, and everybody pretty much know what's up. So it ain't really no pressure. It's just a matter of comfortability and still kind of to one degree or another complacency. And it was like, all right, cool. That kind of made me feel some type of way. So I was like, I don't know what. I guess he feel like because he got a job, he doing something. You know what I mean? Well, look here, boy. Well, you put up with some stuff on the job, boy. You gonna and in order to keep that, you gonna hush. You gonna deal with some things. You gonna go through some things. You gonna evolve. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Minimize your level of expectancy. You're gonna do all of that. So like now I know, and I'm more accepting of the fact that he did call me a hypocrite because when he did, it made me feel some type of way enough to make something happen in action.
And yo, and I'll never forget, like, one of the things I will always tell him, like, when people tell you certain things and it makes you feel right, like, you don't even have to let that other person know that. But if you feel something, only the truth hurts. You get what I'm saying? And so even if it's this much truth or it's this much truth, you know what I'm saying? Like there could be some truth to it. And if you're feeling something, then that means that you kind of need to check yourself before you turn around and try to check that other person.
Yeah.
So
you could be down on 441 and you still did that's wrong because they called you on your stuff. So I'm like, I'm all for taking my constructive criticism. I don't care who it is that's delivering. It's more so on how you deliver it. That may get a certain response out of me. Now that I've learned the difference between responding and reacting,
right.
and how in most cases, it's better off not to
respond at all.
Yeah. So
sometimes you just have to leave it alone.
Some people aren't worthy of your energy, and that's just kind of how it goes. Like you feel me? Like you have to get to a place within yourself where you understand why people say certain things. This is not going off topic. This ties into how you can find yourself being labeled a hypocrite and being let's cohabitating with hypocrisy. You feel me? You do things and don't realize. You know how they say you never know the doo-doo that's underneath your shoe. So
that bad boy
when you take those shoes off, they steal your shoes.
No matter what.
they steal your shoes. You know what I mean? But you have to get your mind right in order to get out of that place.
Yeah.
It's all people gonna always have something to say.
It ain't nothing you can do to stop people from having something to say. But I know, I look at it like this, right? Or let me pose the question for any of our viewers. You guys can comment. I wouldn't mind that. And babe, I'm really kind of asking to see your opinion. Like, how do you feel hypocrites have had an effect on our relationship? We've gone to several different people throughout all the time that we've been together.
People's babies, daddies.
Yeah, like we
messing with this person, that person. I don't have nothing to lie about. I don't have nothing to hide. So whoever you is, wherever you at, or whatever you want to consider to be dirt, hey, how you doing? You understand what I'm saying? And at this point in my life, before I make it where I make a fool of myself, let alone make a fool of my spouse, I leave her alone.
I just think that hypocrites are so it's I think we've all fallen victim to it, like passing judgment on someone's situation without first really kind of like taking in our own situation, right? How has that, right? Let's just think about it, grand scheme, and just kind of full view. We can now we can look back at 10 years of a relationship and say how that has affected us, right? Mm-hmm. Now when we look back at it, and for the viewers that are out there, talk about it, share with me, like, how has dealing with a hypocrite affected the relationships that you have been in, or potentially, a marriage or whatever the case may be? How do you think that us dealing with hypocrites has affected us?
I see a lot of green. Mm-hmm. I see a lot of green that can't be explained when people see us still together.
Yes, queasy in the face.
I see a lot of confusion and frustration in the same faces sometimes, and in other cases, it's like a doubt because it's like it's not real, and I mean, like, we don't always like each other.
Factual. That is one thing. But
we always love each other.
That has never stopped.
Feeling the same way about each other. No, we understand that that's gonna change, but that doesn't waver in love. No. See, if you and I think that's what separates us from most. You understand what I'm saying? Because like she done her dirt too. You understand what I'm saying? She done her dirt. You feel me? But I understand that the person doesn't always project what it is that they character possess. And after a while, you have to either get acclimated with that character flaw, because when you practice that as a trait, it becomes a flaw. If you're comfortable with that and you continue to practice that, then you're creating a flaw from that trait. And I've been able to call you on some of your stuff, and you've been able to call me on some of my stuff, but then to see how people handle you and see how people have handled me, I'm like, okay, I mean, I can see why you might feel like this, but damn, it ain't got to be like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I ain't gonna treat you like that because I care about you. And if that's what love looked like to them for you, then I'm gonna show you something different, because that's right there.
I look at it. I understand that perspective, but like, it's a little different for me on this side because from the beginning we were so different. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were so different, and I just think about it like, everybody was like, well, what are you doing with this person? Like, what is this all about? And I just remember saying to him, like, during our pillow talk, right? I would be like, yeah, but so-and-so said such and such, but like, I know the person who they with, and I know what they done been through with this person. So how they gonna try to tell me about what I'm doing when they've done da 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 da? You know what I'm saying? I've always, all my life, been super inquisitive about things. You know what I'm saying? I've never just accepted it for what it was worth. Even when I met my husband, it was like, I don't know. I mean, I see what I see, but I feel like there's so much more to what I see. And I would ask questions like, yo, tell me about, like, yo, how did you do da, 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 and where did you and when did you and how have you, and I would ask him question after question after question after question, and he doesn't mind. He's an open book, so he would just talk about whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so that really kind of helped me to be a little bit more like myself, because he didn't shun my questions. Whereas a lot of my upbringing, when I would ask certain questions, it would be like, you don't even need to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you asking that question, or where you get that from? And it's like, this is who I am. It's that inquisitive nature. So even during the court, in the 10 years that we've been together, almost, I will often have to say to him, like, no, I know that's what this person is saying, and I know that's how this person is feeling, but I don't feel that way. I got this question. I feel this way. I have this concern, and I get it. That we've had a lot of different hypocritical statements to come, and a lot of people to come in with the intent, yeah. But a lot of that too, and that's just me. Here I come with my way of thinking. But I've always felt like there's been a divine calling and gravitational pull between my husband and I.
Just a little bit.
Whatever. And because of the fact that that's how I feel, a lot of the different circumstances and people and situations that we come across throughout the course of our relationship, I've always said to him, like, yo, that's another reason, another person, another circumstance that the enemy is trying to use to get us to be apart. Because when we're together, we do phenomenal things together. When we're together, we can do anything together. But when we're apart, it's like he can try to do something, and it may start
I do a
to
lot
look
of
like
stuff
it
on
works.
my own though. Like I don't want that to get like that. Like, I do a lot of stuff.
I don't mean it like that anyway.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm just saying that.
If you know, you know.
I'm
know
not
what I'm saying?
gonna play with you. But he may do things on his own, and it'll look really good, and it'll be going really good, and then if he doesn't have my full support, then it'll kind of like fizzle. And it's the same thing for me, where I'll start to do something that'll look really good, and it'll start going really good, and if I don't have his full support, then it'll kind of fizzle out. But when we do it together, it's like it's a wrap.
Inside.
He don't want to get no credit, y'all.
Nah,
He just feeling away.
We've accomplished quite a few things. I feel like the greatest accomplishment out of everything, and I think like that's why a lot of flick really be coming our way, from a bunch of hypocrites, because people have their ideology of what it is, and you can always tell when somebody gonna become a hater when you exceed their expectations.
But you know how that goes.
But when you got like the situation with our children. Well, them kids big, they growing up, they almost grown. Yeah, he been there since elementary school. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
kindergarten for my age.
Exactly. So when it's all said and done.
Kindergarten for one, and the other one before school even started. What are you talking about?
So it's like being there to turn around, and now we looking at the accomplishments. It's not an accomplishment to us.
Thank you, Tina.
That's not an accomplishment to us, because we're not finished with our journey.
No, we're not done yet.
You understand what I'm saying? Like
no, but I don't want to.
No, but I don't want this to seem like it's scripted. No, I need you to understand something.
Yeah,
okay?
We're not done though.
I get it, and even in the midst of our mess, I don't feel like I'm done with her. And I don't feel like she feels like she's done with me. Right. So that's what separates us from
the average.
Yeah. Because we got an understanding of the one thing.
Yeah, the unison of the one thing.
That's the foundation of it all when it comes down to what we want. You know what I'm saying? What we're aspiring to do. The children and everything, of course, we got that is like priority.
Number one.
But like to sum that up, because we could still be great parents in separate houses.
Sure could. But we're so much greater together.
Yeah.
So much greater together. We look at
it works.
And I could say for myself, I won't speak on my husband's behalf, but I have oftentimes had situations with each one of our kids at some point or another and been like, yo, it wouldn't have been this way without you. Like they wouldn't have accomplished this without the two of us together. They would not have been able to be this way, to think this way, to perform this way, to look at things this way without you. You know what I'm saying? We had a situation that happened, and I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail, but my daughter recognized trouble from so far away. And she said nothing to me. She went, she found her daddy and was like, Papa, something's not right. I need you to go check it out. And when I say she was so spot on, she was so spot on about it.
Could have saved all our lives.
Oh my gosh, she was so spot on about it. And I'm so grateful for that because me, I'm like, child, nobody's done that. And she like, no, mommy. Something about it is not right. And I was like, okay, sure, not about. And look, that was the response that she got. And she was like, I know what to do. And she went and got that. And and I just look at it and I say, like, she wouldn't have that extra inclination without her father being able to give her that eye. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that a father can give his daughter that no one else can. You understand what I'm saying? And the connection that they have, I know that she is aware of certain things because of her relationship and her connection with her father and the understanding that they have. That don't have nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? And I can value and appreciate that. And that's not her biological father. I think about my non-biological sons. Guess what? They don't let a day go by without hugging their mom, without expressing to me what's going on with them and really kind of like peeling back the layers of their emotions or their feelings about certain circumstances. And I can look at him and say, like, yo, they wouldn't do that without me. They would not have been able to do that without me. You know what I'm saying? And that's not, like, that's not anything for me, but that's to show for us as a unit, like, you know what, against all of what the naysayers had to say, you know what I'm saying, sticking this out has really been a benefit. And even when we can't find that glory in between the two of us, those kids, man, something will happen and it'll be like,
That's why we
keep
doing
it.
That's why we doing this.
This is why we keep doing this. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
When they turn 18, fuck off.
And we got an 18-year-old this year. But I'm so not ready.
Yeah.
I mean, I am, but I'm not. I am, but I'm not at the same time. Like, and she's so ready to like be on her own, do her thing. And I know that she's gonna be phenomenal. So don't let me say it like I'm downplaying her at all. I know she's going to be absolutely positively amazing. The two of us together has been able to break a lot of generational curses between the two of us, just us being together and staying together. Our kids are doing things that we were not able to do at their age, and they're doing it because it's a very conscious choice and decision that they're making for themselves. So that's why for me it's like, yes, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's that motivator that keeps us going, and in the process where we can find that light at the end of the tunnel. When the light comes on, it's like, you know what, I actually do like you. I do like you today.
It's and some days it's a coin toss, just like that. Some days it's just like really like that. It's like, okay, maybe I do.
Yeah.
Don't do that shit. You pushing it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like you that much.
And we've had a couple days like that where it's like, I ain't really even.
Yep.
I'm gonna call you back. Yep. I don't even.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
not going there.
Yeah.
Nope. Not gonna have that. That's not where I'm at.
I'm gonna see you when you get here later. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just shut up. Go on about your business, because I know we're not gonna do that. You're not gonna take that out. You know.
Oh my goodness.
So. The gift and curse of being indifferent will get you
my cheeks hurt.
So many different opinions.
For sure.
And I promise you that 90% of those people are blowing hot air.
Plain smoke.
And 5% of those people are completely oblivious to what the hell is even going on.
Yeah.
and there's another 85%, not including the standout 5. There's another 85% of people that are completely envious because they do not understand how you do what you do.
Let me tell you something. I've seen some very what do we call them? The twins.
Jealousy and envy.
Yeah, the twins, jealousy and envy.
Yeah.
They show up, and it is truly something that is outside of the control of even the people who are expressing those emotions.
And I'm not gonna say that we're broke because there's nothing broken or broke about us, but we're poor. We're poor.
I don't know what he's talking about. He poor. I'm not poor.
As far as no, I mean as far as like certain entities. You understand what I'm saying? But we're wealthy in so many different areas that people end up lacking in because they have an expectancy or their dealings is not, you know what I'm saying, solidified. You feel me? If you
Talk about it.
because I mean I've never been poor as far as
In finance.
mindset.
Ooh, okay. Now we
You
really
understand what I'm
talking.
saying? Like mindset, because like it's just like I was having a conversation with my god brother.
Mhm.
Being locked up physically can't harm you as much as being locked up mentally.
And you could be free as a jaybird and
Because
still be locked up.
you can be confined in incarceration physically, but mentally
be
you
mentally
are
free.
somewhere else.
Yes.
And that is so that's what separates the boys from the men.
Come on, talk
You
about it
understand what
now.
I'm saying?
Talk about it.
But when you are incarcerated mentally
Mm-hmm.
because you're stagnated
Mm-hmm.
and you're in the same place mentally and theologically, you don't have the capability of stepping outside of your own comfort zone, so you're in your own damn way.
And you know what's so funny to hear you say that, stepping outside of your own comfort zone? You know, I got my favorite cousin on my mom's side, because I got several favorite cousins. One of my favorite cousins said,
shout out to
Murder.
I was gonna say Uncle Murder, but we can't call him Uncle Murder because he Grandpa Manslaughter now. So
congratulations.
Shout out to Grandpa Manslaughter,
who just became a
AKA
grandfather just
Uncle
like
Murder.
A week. What has it been, like 2 weeks now? Just a
AKA
couple weeks ago.
Corey Miller.
Anyway, Murder Inc. Rough Rider. Look at Tarana. Hey sis.
That's right. Look at my sister. What's up, baby?
It was just a couple weeks ago that he just became a grandfather. But I'm saying that to say this. One of the things that man, let me tell you something. He's so amazing because he pours into us in ways that no one else will.
Factually.
Like, and we have support, but he just does it in a fashion that no one else does. However, hi Auntie, we missed you. It's so nice to see you.
That's right.
But he pours into us in a way that no one else will. And let me tell you something that he said, that really, I think after I hung up the phone with him that day, I kind of like got off the phone and really just like cried like a baby in his arms, because he said to me that one of the things that he admires about us and kind of looks up to us about and for is because we're fearless. He's like, you guys have no fear. He's like, you did something that I don't know if I've ever or will ever be able to do. And y'all packed up all y'all stuff and y'all just left. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shoot,
but he's like, with no true destination, with no true guidance, like y'all just knew that it was better to be away than to be where you were. And that within itself, like, really touched me because I was petrified.
Man, listen. I had people that was encouraging me to do some of the stupidest stuff I ever wasted my time doing in my life. And when I got ready to leave and I got ready to move, they was like, you can't go nowhere. Man, you can't do that. No, man, that don't make sense. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna stay? How you gonna make money? What money you leaving with? What you doing this?
It was so crazy.
We took the money we sold, everything we owned, I mean, everything, everything, anything I had of value other than, well, shit, because my pistol got sold on the way to the airport.
Oh, okay.
Everything else I had,
Was
down
gone.
to my last gun,
Everything
everything was gone except for that Louis bag, except
Everything.
for my authentic Louis Vuitton book bag.
Okay.
Everything else was sold.
Everything.
We
Literally,
sold it all.
every time something else would go out of that house, like I would cry all over again. Like, oh my God, what have I gotta do? I was so stressed because he is the carefree, let's just do it. But me, I am, where is Auntie? Come through. You are going to be on the show when you get here. So say less, okay? Say
Boom.
less. Let me know when you land. It's nothing.
Yeah, that's
all right.
Nice. We'll get you
So
picked
you really
up, make
just
sure
took my whole
straight.
focus away. But he is more of the, on the fly, just kind of do what it does, doesn't really matter, whatever. But me, I am, what's the plan? What's the destination? How are we getting there? How much money is it gonna take? What do we need to stay in the meet? Like, I need to know what's really going on.
I'm
He
like,
knows
the hell
that.
with that.
And it was,
let's make it
that
happen.
was one of the most difficult transitions for me because I'm like, what next? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I got rid of my car. I left my place. I sold every piece of furniture in my apartment that I did not give away. I got rid of all my pots, all my pans, all my kids. Everything was gone. And
So
all
much
we
clothes. Gave away so much clothes because we only had enough clothes to make sure we could have two
suitcases
apiece.
And it was the 5 of us. And it was so, like, I could not wrap my mind around what was happening. It just was happening so fast. But let me tell you something. I just kept saying to him, like, if I'm with you, I'm good. If I'm with you, I'm good. So,
and that's why when things didn't go the way that they were supposed to, I insisted on making sure that things was right. I insisted that you listen to me.
Oh my gosh.
Look, that we listen, damn everything and everybody, the hypocrites,
yes, because that's what
it was. the doubters, everybody, and we going over here.
Oh my god!
And I got you.
And let me tell you something. It was
and 6 months from that, she was making more money than she ever did in her life. She had another crib, bigger, with an extra bedroom and bathroom, have a different car, better. You understand what I'm saying? In 6 months from that, and it took a lot. It took a lot,
and I cried a lot, and I ain't got no shame in saying that. But I'm saying that to say, if I had listened to everyone who had said not to do what I was doing, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Like, it would not even be feasible for my mind to fathom the things that we do right now, because that was a stretching, y'all, that I had never.
And we came from such dirt and complete chaos previous to that. Privy to, it was nothing but drama. Nothing but drama. Every day, every night, every minute, every hour, it was nothing but drama.
Yeah.
Nothing but drama.
Yeah. Yeah, nonstop.
Nonstop.
And I told him this when we met, but I come from two different backgrounds. My dad and my Bahamian side, my mom, my American side, they are okay, like literally worlds apart. When you're talking about how they are and how they carry themselves and things of that nature, it doesn't necessarily make it a bad thing, because that's just a part of who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can regret it, but what's the point in that? Really and truly. But I just look at it where the kind of went to day to day, in and out, because that's just what I was accustomed to. I got so much negativity. Like, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure this is what you want to do? Are you sure this is where you want to be? Are you sure this is who you want to be with? I heard this and I heard that and I saw this and I saw that. And it just was like, at one point, I just literally had to shut my inner ears off from the chaos, because I had to truly listen to how I felt about him and what I felt like was possible with him, because that was louder than what I felt about him at the time.
I think a lot of the reason why there was so much frustration and so many hypocrites when it came down to us dealing with each other in the beginning it's also because to a very large degree you were in love with potential.
Mm-hmm.
You were in love with potential, and that's not always guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't tap into who they truly are or
Ever.
anything that they
Some
are
people never
capable of being.
Yes.
So like we did a whole lot of different stuff together um over the course of the years, but how we started fundamentally the foundation of it, it was like something that happened and it wasn't supposed to continue.
Yeah.
And then because it continued, it was so much more confusion that added to dislike,
Yeah.
disgust,
Distaste.
distaste,
Discontent.
and just disorder.
Yeah.
Because it was people that was rooting for us, but even they didn't understand. It just was like, this is not that. And I know what all of this was in between this and that, and even at the beginning of this.
Yeah.
I look at how things have established themselves now for us, and it's just like, listen, I come just like this.
What you see is what you get.
If you come with any more than what it is that I myself deal with on my own regardless, or what it is in my with my counterpart in my household, if you come with more than that, I'm not gonna have it. I'm not gonna accept it. You understand what? I like my salads a certain way. I like my main course a certain way. I like my dessert a certain way. If you can't give me what I'm accustomed to, keep that.
Yeah.
If you can't give me what I'm asking for, right or wrong,
these are the facts.
Keep that.
Honey, this has been my life.
It's okay if you can't. I'm okay with that. I won't hold you accountable. If you hold yourself accountable and accept the fact that you can't give me what I'm asking.
All right, cool. This is the last question for the night, and we're gonna wrap it up. I promise. This is the last one. I don't know why it just hit me, but I got it. How do you deal with the hypocrite being your significant other?
That's a tough one because I've been in that position, but at the same time, I've also had to realize how much of a hypocrite I was myself. I also had to realize that it could have been because of what it was that I was doing that I was getting what I was in return, and to a certain degree, how that really and truly affected what was going
on. If you had asked me this question 2 years ago, I would have had a different response.
Mm-hmm.
If you had asked me this question 5 years ago, I would have had a different response from that. Mm-hmm. But if you ask me right now today, I'll tell you this. It's all a part of the evolution. Mm-hmm. Right? And the hardest battle that you will ever face
is
yourself, right? And so you could be being hypocritical and truly be clueless to it.
But they're dual talkers in life. You either want some shit or you don't want it. You're either gonna do what it takes to go get it, to handle your business, to check yourself, to be where you want to be in life, doing what it is that you want to do in life, or you're gonna be talking about motherfuckers that's doing stuff in their life. Yeah. You're gonna be talking about doing something. Mm-hmm. Talking about people that's doing something, or talking about what you should have been did or what you did already. And that is not the equivalent of something that's gonna be for value. Betterment. Yeah,
it's not gonna be a true value. I get what you're saying.
So I just checked me. Like, you know what I'm saying? At one point, I just felt like everybody was so against me to the point where I was saying, well, damn, what I'm doing that's got everybody feeling like they can talk to me like this, handle me like this, view me like this, devalue me like this. You know what I'm saying? See everything to be what it is. And then it was like, okay, well, if I don't do that, what response will I get? Okay, well, if I don't consist of that, well, what will they do then? Oh, see, you expecting me to do this right here, but if I don't respond, or I don't react like it, then what? Let me see how you gonna come at me then. Let me see what the flip of the coin is gonna be now, because this whole time I've been the monster. I've been portrayed as Harvey Two-Face.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? When really and truly, I'm the fucking like.
Ooh, come through that, man.
And listen, man. Hey, we so grateful, man.
It's been another phenomenal night with you guys.
It's always a pleasure to get with y'all, whether it's one, two, a few, or more. We love what we are able to do with you guys because of you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for watching us. Merch is on the way. No Country Wayne. Help is on the way. And we gonna see y'all same time, same place next week. Instead of Tuesday, it's gonna be Thursday. We gonna be doing the same thing we always do. Twice the vibes.
Good night, y'all.
Peace.